I hope it's done. You're getting it. Okay, fine. So now going to the next command. Whatever we did with numbers, same way we can do with character strings. Okay, so we can, if you want to skip alternate character, so we can say A, comma C. So I have skipped B there. Then do not put comma here, 2 dots. One mistake can happen if I put comma here, then it will not give me correct answer. So there should not be comma here, then 2 dots. After 2 dots, my last say, let's say I will take up to G will be too small. Maybe I'll take Z, no problem. Okay. Okay, so what it gave me? It gave me alternate letters A, C, E, G, I, K up to and Y, and Z was not included probably, right? Because it is even number. It's like even letter. Okay, fine. Now let's say I want to make table of 2. So 2 into 2, 4. So how will I do it? Okay, so I will write 2. The next number I will write 4. Then I will give 2 dots. And I will say 10 into 2. 10 times 2. So it will follow multiplication table. So likewise, replacing multiplication, you can also try power. So first let's try this. So it gave me 2 ka table, right? So can you try 19 ka table based on this? I need not have limit up to 10. I want what is meant by 150 into 2. Up to 150 I want, let's say. So it can give me up to 150. So please try 19 table. So how will you write 19 table? First element will be 19. Second will be 19 twos are, right? So that will be 38. And then let's say up to 20 into 19. 20 19s are how much it comes to. Till that will go. Okay, so it gave me 19's table. Okay, I hope so you're getting it. So can you create powers of 2? Just try it. That's homework for you. And we are having next session again on Haskell. That time we will get your answer. Okay. So create a list with powers of 2. That will be the homework for you. We'll go next. We'll see what this take command does with the list. So all this type of list what we are trying it's called range. How to create range of numbers, range of characters. Okay. So we'll just write next command. Take 10. Okay. And 2, comma 4. And I'm not writing the end element, right? Okay, take 10 on this list, 2, 4. What has happened? Can anyone tell me? This is called an infinite type of list. I have a control over the length here. I mean, I will not mention the length. I can mention the length in the take function. Everyone got this take function? Can you tell me what has happened?
Yes, ma'am.
What has happened?
You have created first 10 even numbers as a list.
Okay, so 10 elements are created in the list, right? You can change it to 20 and see what happens. You can create or change that number of elements with the take function and check it, right? I'm not too fast now. You're all of you are with me, right? Just type yes in the window. Okay, thank you. Good. Fine. Now, if you see, all of us know, or most of us know MATLAB. Many times we need in the program create 100 zeros, create a list of only ones. So this take function is very useful there. I can just say take, okay, and I will say 50, and I will say 1 comma 1 and dot dot. What will it do? It will create 50 ones. Similarly, if I say zeros, I have to give two zeros. Means I don't have to change second element here. So if I say zeros, it will create a list of 50 zeros. So these are all very small things, but many times in the program they are required. So similar kind of list, all zeros or all ones can be also created using replicate function. So let's type it. Let's see what happens when I say replicate 5, 2. So 2 has been replicated 5 times. So see, in short, we have studied a Haskell function here, which is very simple. And if you see the syntax of the function, then it is function name, then there is a space, then the first argument, and then there is a space, and there is a second argument. That is why I said some time back that in the variable name we should not have space, because space has a special meaning here. So here replicate is a function which takes two parameters. First is 5. So how many times to replicate and what to replicate. So by this way also we can create like same list. Let's say replicate 0. So by either using by take function or by replicate function, we can create a list of same number. Okay. There is one more way I have given. Try what happens with repeat function. So it is you have to repeat 0 and how many times. So let's say we'll type take 10 into bracket repeat 0. Right? What happens here? Now if you observe here, it's a round bracket with repeat function and it's not a square bracket. Okay. Now next command is very interesting. You want 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 some pattern to be repeated again and again. So we can say take 10 and we have to use cycle command, CYCLE, and cycle. What to cycle? So list of numbers. So we have a list there. So it's a cycle. Let's see, it works. Yeah. So what it has done, it has said 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Why has it given 1 there, only one number? Because our list has 3 numbers. And if we tell 9 times to repeat, yes. If we say 9 times to repeat, then only it will say 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Since it is a 10th number, it has taken one element extra from the next list. Okay, now same thing we'll try with characters. So replace our list by string. So let's say hi. So it is repeating hi, hi number of times. Okay. So some more commands we could try with list is, let's say I have two lists. I store one list in variable A. So I will take 1 comma 2 comma 3. I store it in A. Okay, so my A is 1, 2, 3. Then I make another list 4 comma 5 comma 6. Okay, so my B is now 4, 5, 6. So what happens if I say, so I can add two lists with plus plus sign. Okay. So I could also directly do it 1 comma 2 comma 3 plus plus 8 comma 9. Okay. So it is joining of two lists. You can try the same for joining characters. See what happens. Okay. Sorry. Uh, let's see if it works. Comma Z. Fine. So it joined our letters together and gave us a string WXYZ. Hope everyone got. Yes, concatenation takes place. Now let's see this function works. I want to add. Now if I want to one number to the list, so let's say my list is I will add 1. I'm not remembering the command now. I just try. 1 minute. Yeah. If I give a colon operator is again has very special meaning in Haskell. So if I give colon and then put it list after it, the element gets added in the front. It becomes the first element. Okay. And if I want to append, then I do plus plus. So I hope I'm clear. I again repeat. Let's say this was my list. Let's take character list and try here. Let's say I want to add one character in this list before. Okay, so what I will do, I want to add A. So I will say colon and the list. See, it has put prepended, we can say, one letter A to string WX. And if I want to append at the end, then what will I do? Then I will not use colon. Then I will say plus plus and some letter, let's say K. Now one second here. Suppose if I don't give a square bracket, then what happens? It gives error, right? So when I use plus plus operator, it has to be a list. So I cannot, even if it is a single letter, I have to give it in the list form. Okay. Yes. So I will do like this, and then it will append the letter to it. So when I use plus plus, I have to use square brackets. But if I want to just append something in the front in the list, then I have to use colon there. And at a time, I can only append one letter. Can we try appending an entire string? I never tried. We'll just see. Here we can append, let's say ABC. Let's see what happens. ABC. It is giving error. Right? It means only one element can be appended in the beginning. Whereas, prepended in the beginning. Whereas while appending, we can append more than one.
Hello,
Right?
ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, can we insert the element in between?
Yes, that we will see in tomorrow's session. Little complicated thing. Today we will just have a feel of Haskell. So I just wanted to, yeah. So I will cover it tomorrow, ma'am. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Okay, so we have one more slide. Almost it's 5 o'clock. I have one more last slide. So we will just do that. Some inbuilt functions we will try today, and then we'll end the session for the day. And tomorrow we can just see list comprehension in detail. Is that okay, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, fine. So far any doubts?